Hello everyone, and today is lawn day, so I'm going to be mowing the lawn because I can. And we're going to go back and forward, and we're going to go back and forward again, and a little bit back, and some more forward, and then we might turn to the left a little, and then maybe to the right, and then perhaps we'll reverse back out again, and then come back again. And then maybe we'll just go off to the side and do a big loop-de-loop all the way around the back, and then we'll come back again. And the goal is to actually get all of the grass. Apparently, if you don't cut the grass, it eventually gets too long and then it's unpleasant to be around. A bit like a chain of +1 friends invited to a party. It starts out all good, and you say, yeah, you can bring a +1, but then the +1 says, can I bring a +1? And then the first +1 says, yes, you can bring a +1. And pretty soon there's 400 people at the house, there's a massive pool fire, and 3 people die. Luckily that's not the scenario today. We're just snipping the grass because it's grass and it needs snipping. As you can see, we've just made it slightly more exciting by rotating the camera around 90 degrees and moving it approximately 6 meters to the right from where it started out. And we're going to mow this grass. This is my favorite part actually, is the long bit here. The sewage line runs under here, so when I go over this, it's going to be extra satisfying because there's like more fertilizer or something underneath the ground. This little patch of grass always gets slightly taller than most of the rest of the grass, but not all of it. There is a slight other patch of grass that gets slightly taller. And now we're going to go around over this. Some of this doesn't actually need mowing, but you sort of got to go over all of it because otherwise there's little patches that look all odd and uneven, and it's not very nice on the eyes. And we're going to go back and forward and back and forward and back and forward. It's kind of like a swing, except it's on wheels and it's a lot louder, although you can't hear it at its full volume because I've gain volumed it down because it was actually quite miserable to listen to. It's a lovely sunny day. There's some nice bright sunshine beaming its way down onto the lawn, making my job all that much harder because now it's going to grow back twice as fast as if it were, or comparatively to if it were cloudy, in which case it would probably grow back a little bit slower. As you can see there, someone just walked past with a plank of wood. What they're doing with the plank of wood, who knows? It's an absolute mystery. Just kidding, I know what they're doing with the plank of wood. They're building a flower garden right to the right, but you can't see it because it's off camera. Will I turn the camera around so you can see it? No! Matter of fact, I'm going to just place the camera down in a position that makes it just so you can't quite see the flower garden. Is this on purpose? You'll never know. As you can see, I've disappeared, and oh no, I'm back again, and I'm mowing the lawn. I'm gonna go back and forward again. Got to get this done pretty quick because there's rain coming. Don't know when. Could be in a day, could be in 3 months, but regardless, there's definitely probably rain coming. I just confirmed how far away the rain is. It's exactly, wait, when did I mow the lawns? It was a few days ago, so what's today? It's like, I think if today's Saturday, then it's Friday, Saturday. It's like 3 days. Yeah, I've only got 3 days to mow this lawn before rain comes. I'm saying that right now because rain is currently in the background as future me narrates this scene with some of the most boring, barely passable as ASMR to be able to put it in the title, audio to make this slightly less boring. You're literally watching grass grow, but I'm chopping it down before it grows, so arguably that's worse because it's growing a lot slower than just regular grass if you were watching it grow at a normal speed. As you can see, I did a couple of donuts there, cheeky little donuts. I did some spins back then before. Will I do another one? Oh, I'm working up the courage. Am I going to do it? No, I'm just going to switch the camera and go away. And we're back round the back again. I actually embarrassingly smacked the front of the lawnmower right into the fence there behind the banana palms as I was pulling the lawnmower in there, and it made a massive clank sound. But because of the magic of video editing, you can't hear it, which means I don't get in trouble. And I'm pretty sure the neighbour won't mind me bumping the fence because I don't think I penetrated all the way through. As you can see, we've almost mowed all the lawns except for that little patch by the banana palms, which is completely unmowed because I can't get in there properly without ramming the banana tree, and I don't want to ram the banana tree because one, it would make no sense, there's no bananas on it, so none would fall off if I bumped into it, but also it's a bit of a tight gap, and you don't want to risk accidentally smacking the mower into the front of the thing and breaking it, because it's expensive to repair, and also it takes a lot of unnecessary time. There were some lovely little daisies just popping their heads up through there, but as is the regular philosophy of New Zealand, tall poppy syndrome, got to cut them down as soon as they stick up, make sure they don't grow too tall. We learned that the hard way from escaping the monarchy back in the 1800s. But we're almost wrapping it up around this corner of the house. I accidentally bumped into the icebox there again as well. You could see if you rewind by about 10 seconds now, 10 seconds from now, you'll probably be able to see as I accidentally went bump into the side of the icebox. Hopefully no one knows. And we've put the main mower in the shed because it's time to go and do this by hand. Mainly because I don't like doing 20 donuts around in circles with my bad cornering in order to mow these tiny little strips of grass, wasting a massive amount of time, effort, gas and hand strength turning the wheel when I could just use a regular mower and do it twice as fast. I also missed some spots over here. Can't remember why I missed those spots over there. I think I was just distracted, probably thinking about where the camera is and whether or not the camera is going to capture me mowing the lawn. Why I'm worrying about this in the past, I have no idea. That's the stupidest thing to worry about ever. But here we go, we're going to mow in between these raised gardens, just under the beans there. Those beans, by the way, they look impressive, but there's just not very many beans on them. I think most of the nutrients just went into making leaves and none of it went into making beans. And the few beans that did survive got some sort of a black plague looking thing that was kind of like a blight but black. I did horticulture, so I should know what it is, but it's been a while and I'm a little rusty. And we're back over at the other house again, mowing some more grass, and we're going back and forward. Eventually we're going to be done. Eventually. Here we go, almost done, and we're done. And now we're going to do the front bit. If you look really, really close in at that fence there, not the blue shed, but the other fence there, you'll see 6 letters. Actually, no, it'll be 5 plus 3, 8 letters written on there. If you can decipher what 8 letters are written on that fence, you get an imaginary high five from me through the screen. Unfortunately, there will be no videotape of said high five. You just have to imagine it. Now I'm going to go play baseball with some stones because I can't afford a baseball. That's a lie, I can afford a baseball. I just chose not to get a baseball and I'm using stones because it's more fun. If you have a problem with that, please send an email to the inbox of noonecares@notgonarespond.com. Anyway, thank you for watching and have an excellent day, and congratulations if you made it all the way to the end. Goodbye.